You see me use cast irons on the show a lot, and one of the questions I get asked the most is how do you keep it so clean? How do you deal with a cast iron when you're done using it? So today, hopefully in less than 3 minutes, we're gonna cover that. Welcome to a new format of the show. Right now, let's call it 3-Minute Thursdays. So, suppose that you just cooked a steak, got your cast iron out, used it, got a beautiful crust, cooked the steak perfectly, took the steak off the cast iron, now what? The key to cleaning a cast iron is dealing with it right away while it's still hot. There's gonna be fat in the pan. What you're gonna wanna do is immediately remove that from the pan. Don't push the cast iron to the back of the stove and let all that fat kind of coagulate into the pan. It's gonna make it super hard to clean. So it's hot, remove the oil. As soon as you get the fat out of it, you wanna wipe it down with a paper towel. And then what you're left with is a pan that essentially just has all these crusty bits that are just sort of caked onto the bottom of the pan. If something is really caked on there, say you cook eggs or something, what I would also do is pour some hot water into this pan, not cold water. Cold water and hot iron don't really go well together. So boil it, and then with a flat spatula or something, while it's boiling, scrape it off. Pretty much every time I use a cast iron pan, this is how I clean it from this stage. You could use a dirty towel, something that you're gonna kinda not care about getting disgusting. Or you can use one of these, which is called like a chainmail scrubber. It's rounded metal, so it's not gonna screw up the cast iron. And it's got this little sort of structure in it like a sponge. We're gonna use this today, but you don't need it. You could use just a regular old towel. The abrasion we're gonna use for this is salt. Coarse kosher salt. Coarse kosher salt. That's gonna act as the abrasion with a little bit of water. We're gonna do the same thing with this just to make sure we get it nice and clean. This is a great tool to have. Again, you don't need it. Just wanna rinse out the cast iron of any of that gunk. Then it's still a little wet. Take some kosher salt. A little bit of water just to sort of get it like a slush. And then with your scrubby pad or your towel, nice and clean. Turn the heat on just to dry the pan as much as possible, get any excess moisture off of it, and it's gonna heat the pan up. A neutral oil, canola oil, not an olive oil or anything like that. Olive oils can go rancid, don't have a high smoke point, so use like a canola oil or something like that. And there you have it, a clean cast iron pan. And remember, cast iron and water don't mix. That's why we heat it up, get all the moisture out of it. Make sure that you just wipe it real clean. Super simple, as long as you just do it real quick and right away. That's 3-Minute Thursday for you. I hope you found that helpful.